Hey, what's up guys, North47 back again for some more of the Golf Club 2 and finally for course number 8 in the random course series. I do apologise, I was meant to get this one uploaded a few days ago, but I just didn't get around to it, and then I got sidetracked by doing my previous video, which was the, what did I title that again? It was the Stop Making Excuses Putting Tips video. I'll touch onto that now briefly in a second as we do scroll up through the pages. Okay, so handicap rated. I will be doing a jump cut also in a minute, as we do have a little bit to go. Today's course is coming to us from Tim, aka on PS4 as Collins 27 LFC. We will be going up to page number 33 and it will be course number 4. So while we scroll through a few little pages, before I do the jump cut, just let me say, if I don't know if you have gotten around to watching the video yet, that putting tips video, I do apologise. I did actually, when I watched it back, I did come across a little bit on the aggressive side. It was a lot of frustration sort of building up about the topic that I was talking about throughout the video, that had just been building and building and building for quite a while, like even back before TGC2 got released. So ever since, I'd say, a couple of months after I figured out reading the greens and how you see me reading the greens and such. And it, excuse me, just clear my throat. It did actually just finally come to a head then, about not a little while ago. I'd actually been planning on doing the video for a while, but only then just got around to doing it there just a few nights ago. So apologies. I did, as I say, come across a little bit aggressive throughout that video. I was even actually, in a way, having a go at myself for how I used to putt before I started reading the greens, like reading those grid lines and such, and getting down low and just eliminating any potential misreads on the greens where there's no beads appearing and you think it's going to go straight but it does break, or if there is beads and it's so subtle that it plays more straight than you think there's going to be break. So we're actually up to page number 21 now. So I thought I'd just get that out of the way real quick. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied already. It's only the start of the video. But I'll do a quick little jump cut now, and I will talk to you again in a second as we approach page number 33. Talk to you then. Okay, and we're back. Just coming on to page 32 now. It's just one more to go. And here we are. So page number 33, and as I said, it will be course number 4. So today we are going to be playing Roseland Hills Tour Edition by Big Cat 23 Wayne. 4-star rate course and has 3,596 plays. So we got par 72, fairways and greens normal, green speed medium fast. And we will be playing from the back tees, which are going to be the black ones, playing 7,414 yards, and we will keep it on pin set 1. And as the course loads up, just let me say a big thanks to Lee, early 1981, for shout out and channel mention in his latest video. Title of it is escaping my mind now at the moment. May come to me during the video at some stage, but thanks again, Lee, for the shout out. Since you uploaded that video, I have actually had a couple of subs since about an hour or so after you uploaded that video. So thanks for sending a few people my way. Hopefully many more to come. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with a par 4. Quite a bit of water to the left. I'm striking the ball pretty well today. Ooh, bit of a push on that one though, so that, if it takes a horrible kick, no, it should be okay. At worst into the rough, but no, it's safe in the fairway. Yeah, so again, just let me say, apologies for the tone that I kind of took in that video. It was no attack on anybody or anything like that for how you want to play the game. As I say, it was just a lot of frustration kind of building up on my part. that, as I say, just kind of came to a bit of a head, and that's kind of how that video came around. But oh, good push on that there again. But if you haven't checked out the video yet, do check it out, and let me know if you do take any of the little tips on how you get on with them yourselves. I do also have the other two tips and tricks videos. I have just this evening actually arranged or put those 3 videos into a playlist titled the Golf Club 2 Tips and Tricks, so they should be a little bit easier to find rather than having to scroll down through all the videos. I'm going to tidy up the channel a little bit and put the likes of the random course videos into their own playlist, the course challenge series, which I still need to get back into, put them into their own playlist, and any of the society event videos that I've done in the past, put them into a playlist as well, just so it's a little bit easier for people to find the videos if they wish to. So I'll open up with a par on that one, and that was a par. I could have sworn I got birdie on that. I wasn't paying attention. I don't even know. I wasn't paying full attention there, to be perfectly honest. I thought it was a par, or I thought it was a birdie, should I say. Nice clean drive that time, just a bit of fade on it. One thing that I will do actually as well, that I don't believe, just going back to the putting as well, I don't believe I touched on it in my original tips and tricks video, and I'm pretty sure I didn't touch on it in my little rant video a few nights ago. I'll try and briefly and very quickly explain it. That's going to be playing, what, 178, so yeah, I'm going to club that up, and I'll just put a little bit of loft on it. I'll try and explain it really fairly quick up here. Ooh, that's a big pull to the left. Yeah, just about what I mean when you look at those grid lines and the way that they'll be raised up on one side, and how you can use those as well. What way I use those, and what way you can use them yourselves. When you're putting for judging how much break you've got. So if we can get this at a reasonable distance in, it might check up a little bit quick, or is it going to run up? Okay, so that's going to be about a 5-footer, so it won't be too aggressive. So I'll briefly explain. It might not be the best examples, but I won't mess around too much and do it. But as you can see, just lined this up at the base of the screen. Now it's not really the best example, so I might actually leave it till I get a better one. I'll leave it till I get a better one, because this is only going to play to about here. Oh, wow, and as you can see, there's a fine example. I put a bit too much weight on it, and as I did explain in the last video, and as I did explain in, I think I explained anyway in the original video, that when it's very subtle like that, it can play more straight. So I did play for that bit of break there, but it did in fact, with the weight that I put on the putt and the pace it took, it did actually play straight, and I put it on the left edge and I lipped it out there. So it's there's a prime example of exactly how what I've dubbed the reverse phantom break can happen. So we'll see what we can do here. 209, I'm going to take about 7 off that, so 202. I'm going to drop it down to a 5-iron, and that should be just enough to get me on. Hopefully it leaves me with a decent putt, and I can explain what I wanted to explain on that previous hole. Bit of fade on this one, but it should get up onto the green nicely, and that should run on a decent amount then, give us a decent length putt where I can hopefully explain it. So that should be about 12 or 13 feet. 12 feet, okay, it looks to be a little bit better break on it. So what I do, let me see if I can get a grid line here. Right, okay, if you take a look at we call them the vertical lines anyway, the 2 vertical lines either side of the pin heading towards the pin for the direction that your putt is obviously going to go, and then your horizontal line. So we've got the horizontal line on the left at the base of the screen, and where you see on the right vertical line, where you see the horizontal line now, where they're touching, if you track that vertical line from where the horizontal line meets it down to the base of your screen, you can sort of judge that that's that's how far out from the pin, or say the pin at the very, very most the right edge of, or just inside the right edge of the cup. So for me, between where those two lines meeting the base of the screen, that looks like, if we go up to the pin now, it looks like it would be, for me, a right edge pull. Just that one grid line alone will give it about a right edge pull. So now if we move along to the next one, you're going to come about, maybe about another half a cup out. So say from right edge back into the pin, about that distance back out again. And then for this one, so roughly, going by that, I'll trace my little line. Didn't really take this one into account, so a little bit further out again. That now looks like, to me, it's going to be coming out to maybe about here. Hopefully I get this right. I'm going to take a couple of inches off that, just as it's down 3. I'll just give it another couple of little taps. Will it take the line? It is, and center the cup. So that's it. Now it does vary. That's kind of a hit and miss. Doing that, but you can bring it in if you do go into the detail yourselves of reading the puts the way that I do, tracing out the line, looking at the looking at all the grid lines and all that. You can also bring that in to kind of just again, just a little bit fine tune how far you want to go out. The more grid lines that you have, and the more severe it is, it can be a little bit more difficult, but you do kind of get used to it after a while. And also when if you're only starting out, say, doing that little mentally tracing out the put line, the line that you think the ball is going to take when you're taking the put, it can take a little bit of getting used to when you're doing that, because I found I still have it myself doing it now, where as I'm moving the screen forward and tracing that little line as the screen moves forward, my eyes kind of want to, I'm just going to do a little, just a left edge here on this one. My eyes kind of want to track back towards the hole, and that can sometimes throw you off as well. So that takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get it down, once you've done it a good few times, it becomes like second nature, to be perfectly honest. As I do say as well, it's not 100% guaranteed to make you drain every single putt, whether it's 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet or whatever. It's definitely not 100% guaranteed, but with a little bit of practice, I can guarantee you that you will be getting your putts a lot closer, if not draining a lot more of them, but definitely draining more than what you used to. So I'm just going to try and just knock this up there. I put full loft on, probably be a mistake. I don't think it's going to run on, is it? Ran on a bit, that's not too bad. Did trail off to the left a little bit as well though. But yeah, that video definitely wasn't the normal tone that I do take in my TGC videos. Any other game, like say like any shooters or anything like that, obviously, like I very rarely ever record videos of them. I think I've only got 2 Call of Duty videos, one from Call of Duty Ghosts and one from Modern Warfare Remastered, uploaded. Oh, good push on that one. That's me talking away. That is going to be bunker. And I think neither of them actually have any commentary on them. It's just music running over them. But I used to regularly live stream them on Twitch, and anybody who followed and watched my live streams on Twitch back during TGC1's life cycle would know the difference in tone from when I'm playing golf or when I'm playing the likes of Call of Duty or something like that. So I kind of took on that bit more of that tone in that previous video. Okay, what have we got? We've got 88. I'm going to be playing about 94. Take out the 4. I'm just going to touch this down a couple of notches because it should bite and spin back. That may be a bit too much, but we'll see what happens anyway. So I'll stop yapping on about that video. It is an interesting video in all fairness though, for how I went on, and that did not come back like I thought it would. So I got 15 feet, it's 4 inches down. You can see at least one grid line there with no beads on it, so a little bit of left to right there. Very, very subtle little right to left on it. It's very slightly raising up above the base of the screen there. So definitely want to take that into account. It will most likely play straight, but just once I know it's there. And those last two grid lines are playing pretty straight as well. So I think I'm actually just going to keep this just very slightly right of the pin. Take 3 off, so I'll be playing about 12. Let's see how it does. Come on, back to the left. Oh, it actually went a little bit to the right. So as I say, even doing that, it's not 100% guaranteed every time, but you will definitely sink a lot more putts than what you would normally be used to. If you normally get very close from just looking at the grid, looking briefly at the grid without getting down low, and just more focusing on what the beads and stuff are telling you. If you are getting close, doing this method, you will definitely, those putts that you get close from not getting down and looking at the grid lines and such, you will drain them. 48, playing about 51. I'm going to take a chance on touching it down. Well, it's quite a bit above the feet. That should sit next to the hole, and it does. About 3 feet, maybe 3 feet. Only 2 feet, so I don't even think we need to get, definitely don't need to get down and look at that one. I have to say, the sweat is absolutely pumping out of me again. That's another reason why I was going to actually do this video last night, but I was just absolutely exhausted. Getting what's classed in Ireland as a heat wave, it's about 20 to 25 degrees. Is quite warm for Ireland, to be fair. Obviously it is summer, but I think I mentioned before in the video, I do have a bad foot from a crush injury just about 2.5 years ago, and that, while trying to chase an 18-month-old around the house all day, kind of, it just took its toll on me, and I had a couple of late nights the night before when I, going back to it again, had done that putting tips video. I didn't get online to do that video until around about 11:30, 12 that night. By the time I'd edited it, put the overlays in, rendered it, got it uploaded, and then I just had to get a couple of bits ready for the next day. It was after 4 o'clock, I think, 4 a.m. getting to bed, and I was pretty similar the night before as well. So I think it was just a couple of nights of not getting to bed until pretty much the sun is starting to come up. And then, oh, that's a fast, that's me talking again, hit the pin. The pin saved me there, to be fair. Yeah, and then getting back up roughly around about 9, between 9 and 9:30 the next morning. Just kind of had me just on an empty tank then last night. I got on, it was again about 11:30 last night, and I said, right, I'll do the warm-up round, and I'll get on, get the video done, at least get it rendered, ready to be uploaded. I could have uploaded it then this morning, but I mean, I was just too tired. Again, that bumpy screen again, just throw me off a little bit, so I think it's about there. I was going to have another quick look. Looks pretty good. Come on, turn for me. Turn. No, that's a little bit outside. That was a bad read there. Well, not too bad. I did miss, but not by much. But just that shuddering on the screen as panning forward just threw me off a little bit. But we're not doing too bad anyway. 2 under. had quite an interesting warm-up round actually this evening, as well as playing the RCR World Tour. I can't even say his name now tonight, I'm that tired again and that warm. Kahalo's 1991 Society, and it's the AT&T at Pebble Beach, and he mistakenly set it up for the front tees, so if you do play in that society, expect some low scores. I actually shot 21 under par myself for the first round, and I was getting eagles where I'm just not used to getting eagles, like the 14th, the par 5 14th hole. I have never in this game reached, bear with me 2 seconds, playing about 121s, yes, I'll definitely want to play the pitching wedge. Yeah, the par 4 or par 5 14th, I have never once gotten on that green in 2 in this game, and I got on with the hybrid, got an eagle. The 15th hole is drivable in 1, just missed the eagle on that, and then the 16th hole as well, that is also drivable, and I got the eagle on that, so there's a chance there for 3 eagles in a row. So I'm expecting to see some extremely low scores. Oh, I didn't read that well, did I? Oh, I did. Just got it in the left side there. Yeah, expecting to see some extremely low scores throughout that event across the 4 rounds. I had a flawless back 9. Only got 2 pars on the front 9, so as I say, I shot 21 under par. If I'd have gotten those 2 birdies rather than pars, that's not too bad. That would have been 23 under par, and on the 15th hole, if I had gotten that eagle and not just missed it on the par 4, you're talking 24 under par. And I did leave another couple of chances out there where I could have potentially hauled out the short, very, very short approaches for getting on in, or getting away with an eagle, but I did get away with the birdies. So it makes for an interesting round. I've never ever played the course from the front tees. Okay, what have we got? Little short flop in. This should, now hopefully if I hit the pin it doesn't come flying back at me. That's a bit of a better shot. Oh, I didn't want to come back. I could have done with putting up a tiny little touch of loft on that. Let's have a quick little look at this one. There shouldn't be too much in it though. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's going to play just outside the left edge, it looks like. Round about here. There we go, she's good. Okay, so are we on the back 9? Yeah, we are. That was actually the 10th hole. Moved to 4 under, so it's 3 under through the front 9. It's again not a bad course. Getting quite lucky with the courses now. Haven't gotten any of these weird wacky courses yet, but I'm sure one will pop up eventually. I know I have another 2 sets of numbers to do to bring this series to 10, so hopefully if it does, if this does die down after I get the next 2 done, I'll focus more on getting going again the course challenge series that I do. If you're not familiar with them, feel free to check out the videos that I have done so far. It's basically a quick explanation of what it is if you haven't seen them before. It's basically I turn all the aids off bar the green grids, and so the only thing that I have to look at for the whole info and stuff is just the overhead view. I cannot zoom down the fairway or anything like that. I do keep on being able to obviously like do what we're doing here now on the green, but for looking down the fairway and such from the tee or for any approach shots or anything like that, I literally only have the overhead cam or overhead view, which would be this one here. just to see what I can do with the courses. Don't shoot amazingly low scores, but what my goals be is to even finish just one under par. And as I've stated in previous videos, anything under par I always consider to be a victory on the course. So I do hope to pick that up again. I do focus more so on RCR courses, but I also have no problem playing fantasy courses for that series as well. So I'm going to have a look through the long list of RCRs that I have and see what ones I feel I feel are worthy enough, I suppose. What ones would be good enough, because I know there is a few questionable RCRs out there. That I definitely would not want to use. I'd rather use RCRs that are very accurate, as close as possible as the game can possibly let the designers get to the real thing. And then what I hope to do then, come the launch of TGC 2019, is continue on with the likes of this series, the Course Challenge series, and maybe I might, I put too much on that, maybe I might get back into doing some society videos. But what else I want to do is sort of do career mode videos as well, so going through, playing through the career. It might be just one season, I might do it into a second season of the career mode as well, but just see how that goes also. So let's see if we can't save the par here. Put a little bit too much weight on that one, and it pushed itself through the break. Oh, and I've done it again. Done it again, put a bit too much on. So we're gonna drop another shot here. Let's just get this in. I nearly missed that again. Nearly missed that again, so that was a bit of a horrible hole. That's me. I'm talking away and I'm not concentrating on the putts at all. Decent enough drive. I think I'm going to have to slam that fan up onto full power now. I have it going at me now at medium strength at the moment, but I can feel the air starting to get a bit warmer. It's not as cool as it was. It's just absolutely boiling in this house now. I've got windows open as well everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to be playing pretty much on it. I think I'm actually just going to keep this dead on. Same, it's slightly right of the pin for that wind, but it should hopefully touch down around about the 100 and kick on a little bit and then bite. Excuse me. Which it did. And comes back nice there. I'm just going to take a sip of the drink here. Just moisten them out a bit. I'll say it is very warm now. Here where I am over the last few days. It's not the warmest I've ever been in. I mean, I have been in the likes of Spain and stuff, where it's touching between 40 and 50 degrees in the sun. I think the hottest I was ever in was actually 50 degrees. It was in the sun and it was still about 30, 35 degrees in the shade. It's going to be playing about 204 with the wind. I think I will just slightly touch that up. Hopefully, it should get the green, but hopefully it doesn't run on too far. But yeah, so like those temperatures are no problem to me, but the difference is over there you have not got the humidity of what you get here in Ireland. Like it just gets very humid, and it's nothing but uncomfortableness. Oh, we're getting that camera jump again. Stop. Thankfully I'm just having a look at these two, and that looks to be playing pretty much straight. I'm just going to slightly touch it right at the pin just to be sure, but yeah, I played straight. So that is another birdie, right, 6 under par. Oh, very nice. Let's have a little zoom out here. Oh yes, that's quite a nice little waterfall there. As I don't do course reviews, so I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of that aspect of it. But just thought I'd have a little look at that. Oh, kick right, kick right, kick right for me. Don't head for that bunker. Good ball. Nice bounce to the right there. Yeah, as I say, it's another quite a nice course again. 181 up 19, so I was going to be playing about 187. Slide uphill. Oh, it is dipping down. Running right to left, so I'm going to keep it there. Well, just a little bit more out, ball slightly above the feet, but I'm going to keep this dead on. Not going to touch the loft. And hopefully that runs on. I did get that little bit of fade. So that right to left should feed me back towards the hole. It's running on a little bit past, but that is inside 10 feet, so great approach. It's only 7 feet. I'll just have a quick little look. Very, very subtle little break, nothing too much in it. Should be just on the left edge. Keep it just inside, just in case, after what we did have happen earlier on in the round, but no, that was good. So far, apart from that bogey, having a pretty good back nine. Decent drive, pushed it a bit, but it's going to hold the fairway anyway. And I don't know, is that coming up next? Did I see an island green ahead there? Could be coming up next. I think it will be. By the looks of things, yeah, that should be coming up next, I think. The 17th, sort of taking on the tone of having that island green around 17 like sawgrass. So 134 up 7 is going to be playing about 136. Ball's pretty level. Gonna just take a little notch of loft off that. May go a little bit past the hole, but shouldn't go too far. Greens are receiving the ball pretty well. Touches down pin high, just hops on. I probably should have actually just left it so, because it did roll out a couple of yards. But again, it looks like it's just going to be a very subtle little break on this. So just want to be careful that nothing is going to catch us out. Very, very subtle little break. Should be just a left edge, just outside left edge, I think. Just all about getting that weight right then. It's tracking well, and it's in. So, moving on to 17. Is it the island? It is indeed. Quite a nice little island green. 172, down 24, so it's going to be playing about 164. So I think I'm going to touch that up a few notches. Just put it out for the wind. Decent strike, slightest little bit of fade on it. Should probably be a little bit right of the pin. Oh, and a bit short, just a tiny little bit too much loft on there, but it's about 11, maybe 12 feet. Pretty good judgment there, just on the 12-foot mark. Again, doesn't look to be too much in the break, but it's a little bit more. Okay. Looks like it's just going to come out to about here, about a cup and a half out. Yeah, it's really just all down to the weight, but it is good for another birdie. So what does that even bring us to now, coming up to the final hole? 9 under par. So far just 2 bogeys, tarnishing the scorecard. This should be a pretty Straightforward drive, hopefully. Pushed it again, but it will be safe. So I think I'll give this a 5 anyway. This is a pretty nice course. Excuse me. That's apologies if that came across quite loud on the mic. Okay, well we got it's par 5 as well, so 250. I'm playing about 256, 4 mile per hour headwind. Oh, do I want to take the 3 wood? Where will a 5 wood put me? Just looking at the slope on that green. It's kind of feeding, yeah, it is feeding right to left. Now, I moved the camera there. Will get me onto the green, but it is running uphill at here. Do I want to leave myself with an enormous putt? Or do I want to go hang the lads out, strap on a big pair and take the 3 wood up there? I think I'll put some loft on it now. Usually this sort of thing goes wrong for me, but I'm going to put full loft on it and take the 3 wood up. Whoa, and there's a shank. Oh, now we're in a bit of a tricky spot now. I should have just taken the 5 wood or the hybrid. got up onto the green in 3 and gotten away with a birdie, but now we have got ourselves in quite the predicament on the closing hole. So that was a stupid mistake. I say fully left in the woods or the driver or anything like that. Always 99% of the time goes horribly wrong for me. This tree now. I'm going to touch the loft down a little bit. I'm going to catch the tree, but yeah, I caught the tree and it's not even getting out of the rough, so we're going to be taking a par here, provided I get close enough. Unless I manage to hold it out. It's quite a slope here. Let me see if I put this up nearly full loft. If I give it slow perfect, it should be okay. Going to put it out well to the right. Hopefully it can feed towards the hole. Oh, I got a perfect instead, but we're going to drop a shot here now for the closing hole. So that was a very silly second shot that I took there. Very silly mistake I took, or made, should I say. So I think I am definitely going to drop a shot, because there's quite a bit of break on this one. Quite a bit of break. Looks to me like it's going to come out to around about here. It's up 3 inches, so I'm going to add 4 on. That'll be, what were we at, 18? Yeah, so 20, yeah, 22. A little bit more out, I think. Just want to get it close, to be honest. I'll be more than happy to take the bogey even. But I actually drained it. I don't believe I actually just drained that for the par. So definitely got to rate it a 5. I'm getting all tongue-tied now. I'm in shock over that putt. And favoured it will go onto the scorecard for a second. I cannot believe I drained that for the par and I managed to escape with just 2 bogeys, tarnishing up that scorecard a little bit. Not too bad, a bit of a, left a few out there on that front 9, but otherwise very solid back 9, just apart from that horrible second shot there on 18. So a pretty good course, finishing at 9 under par. I do forget the designer's name, so that has been Roseland Hills Tour Edition by Big Cat 23 Wayne. Brought to us this evening by Tim, also known as Collins 27 LFC on PSN. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, drop it a like. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already, do subscribe. And yet again, just let me say a quick thank you again to Lee Early 1981 for the shout out in his latest video, and for giving the channel a mention and sending a few people over my way. If you have come across from Lee's channel, do subscribe. And until the next one, which will be course number 9 in the random course series, take care and bye for now.